Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit and today we're going to be playing Juri, Master of the Revue. For a black and a red we get a 1-1 Human Shaman whenever you sacrifice a permanent, for a +1 counter on Juri, and when Juri dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Usually we want to make that target our opponent, so what we want to do is grow Juri as big as possible, as fast as possible. But also we want to try a couple of cards from the avatar set. Phoenix Fleet Airship. It's a 4/4 vehicle, 4/4 mana, and at the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice a permanent, you make a copy of the airship. If we have a copy, as well as the original, they make 2 copies, which is important because as long as we control 8 or more permanents named Phoenix Fleet Airship, they all become artifact creatures. And the real reason I wanted to play this deck is to find a home for Obsessive Pursuit. For 2 mana we get an enchantment when it enters, and at the beginning of our upkeep we lose 1 life and create a clue token. So a little expensive version of Phyrexian Arena, but whenever we attack we put X counters, X+1/+1 counters on target attacking creature, where X is the number of permanents we sacrifice this turn, and if X is 3 or greater, that creature also gains lifelink. So if we sacrifice 3 things, they could even be our fetch lands, or even our clues that we're gonna make. We don't have to sacrifice them to draw a card, we can sacrifice them to Umbral Collar Zealot, for example. We get 3, we put 3 counters on Juri, plus the 3 they got already from the sacrifice, and then he gains lifelink. Hopefully that's gonna be enough to get lethal on our opponent. As ways to sacrifice our creatures, Forsaken Manor. If we draw all 3, we can combo infinitely. We have Geeks and Elegy Acolyte. If we hit our opponent, we draw a card. And in the case of the Acolyte, we make a 2/2 robot at the end of the turn if something died or we warped something, but I don't think we have warp, so just thief and on land left the battlefield. Then we have God. When we attack we can make a 4/1 with menace by sacrificing something. Professional Facebreaker. When we hit our opponent we make treasures. Planetary Storm, more treasures. Bombardiers, a little similar with God, but the Bombardiers have to attack in order to get that sack. Alesha, so we can keep recurring our sacrifice fodder. Crucias, more treasures. Mayhem Devil, pinging whenever we sacrifice. And then we have the Magdas and Ivora if we hit with Ivora, and when she enters we make blood tokens. We sacrifice them and get to loot, as well as draw Juri if we have it. Umbral Collar Zealot, the best sacrifice card we have. It can sacrifice either artifacts or creatures for no mana investment, so that's probably ideal. Then we have some more ways to make fodder. We have Bitter Blossom, Dreadhorde Invasion, Voldaren Epicure, it makes a blood token. Ragavan, treasures. Line Breaker, Callous Inspector, Greedy Freebooter whenever we play one of these. Also Shambling Ghast, we get something left behind, either a treasure or another creature we can sacrifice. Then we can, since we have enough treasures or artifacts we want to sacrifice, like the bloods, we play Onicont Anvil. The first one we sacrifice during our turn makes us a 1/1 construct. And of course we have interaction, we have the Cook Massacre, and some sacrifice interaction like Eaten Alive, Annihilate Tingler, Torch the Tower, as well as your usual Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Bloodshift Thirst. So that's the deck. Now let's head into the queue and sacrifice some creatures and artifacts for some wins. Freya Crescent. So an equipment deck, I imagine. Lord of Ocean Frontier. In human here, we play Juri, sacrifice the token to kill Freya. Well, exile, I guess. As long as opponent doesn't have a one drop they can equip here. The bombardiers will probably annoy them a lot. Teachings for haste, probably. I mean, you don't have to decide yet. Yeah, but they do give it haste. They show Juri. Sure. Take action. Kill Magda. Commands that will come in handy. Inti. So long, Inti. Now opponent is empty boarded. Only 3 lands. An axe. If we sacrifice Hectides, we can kill an axe. And it seems like they considered they were thinking for a long time. I thought they were rage quitting, but they just considered regularly, so GG's. Finland, another equipment deck, I guess. So the question is, how do we sequence our lands? I guess we might sacrifice the Catacombs so that the Realm of Go enters untapped. And they attack with the Sentinel. We don't mind that. Let's play the Marauder here. And we eat alive Freya. Sokka Swordmaster. Homicide Investigator. Whenever a non-token creature we control dies, we get a clue. I think we attack here. And yeah, we will sacrifice Juri, so the Inspector comes back. So that's Freya Crescent, Sword of Iron. We are flooding in clues, but not so much in mana. Lion Sash from opponent. Colossus Hammer. And there we have it. What I like to call good all combo. Now we don't mind as much the cost from the Nightmare, because we can just make constructs. And the opponent concedes. Yeah, we had a loop. We will probably kill their Lion Sash soon. Even if we have to sacrifice Juri, it might be worth it. GG's. Dark Faden, that's a dangerous one. We need to sacrifice our stuff before they get a chance to steal it. But it's usually treasures and blood tokens, so it's not like they can get too much bang for their buck. At least they're gonna be able to loot. Opponent starts with Rakaban. We torch it. Opponent has Force of Negation. Ooh. That's a bold play. But it might pay off in their defense. Warren Soul Trader. Yeah, if they play the Soul Trader, we might be in trouble. Okay, they play that.
Looks like you could use a helping hand.
I guess we are already in a little bit of trouble because we don't have enough spells, but we'll see how it goes. Liquid metal coating. Okay. Yep. They are going to steal our lands.
So sorry. I've got sticky fingers.
So they can do that over and over. I guess it's GG's. Yeah. GG's. Sam. We exile Ibora. So if they get to 6 mana, they probably win, maybe earlier. And they started with exploration, so let's start. Let's try to get them low on life as fast as we can. Loot. Archduri's charm, so maybe they get a land that they get back to their hands. No, flash ball. Let's attack with Butcher again. Damage. Attack it. Destroy loot. Overlord of the Huntwoods. Then I think we eat the Overlord. That is one Hamza and one Manifest. Forest. Illusion on. Ooh, glad we killed that one. Manifested Ancient Green Warden. Yep, that one sucks. GG's. Gitrog. So this hand is great. But what do we send? Lightning? It's gonna be either Sephiroth or Lannery. So that's burgeoning from opponent. Okay, Gitrog is coming down next turn. Still Explorer. Oof. Walking closet. Let's try to look a little desperate, which we are, but you don't always want to look it. And here we get to play Juri, Epicure, Chain Lightning. Tectonic Split. Oof. Yeah, that was a choice. Click the Anvil, sacrifice the blood token, and I guess the construct as well. And I guess we cannot kill our opponent yet. But they are practically dead on board. Ah, no, they are dead. they can only discard one, but with Sephiroth they take 2 more. Well, 1 more, they go to 0. GG's. Yeah, I think Tectonic Split is more of a commander card than a block card, unless you can cheat it out. But yeah, as if you had to cast it by sacrifice, well, maybe the Gitrog is the only deck where it's viable. Or I would say only if you already have the Gitrog. Who knows? It's risky, definitely, for sure. So at least I applaud our opponent for trying it. GG's. Momo. I guess we need removal for Momo. Hope of Kirapur already. Okay, never mind. I guess we will probably lose. Bring Nightmare, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. So Thalia with flying. Now let's see. Momos. 4-drop? Or maybe a 2-drop into another 2-drop. Value of Winds. Now opponent doesn't know what to do. And sorry about that, I cut off a little bit because there was a very loud car outside. So apologies for that. And right, what happened? Opponent played their swords, exiling our Alicia, although we managed to get back Voldaren Bloodcaster, also known as Dracula. If I had to choose, I would kill Archon. Now we can get the Smothering Marsh, which enters untapped. Attack with everyone. We have more pressure than our opponent. Ghostly Prison. So that pressure might not be the most we can get. Let's try to trade in Lineary Storm. Attack for 5. And we win next turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if our opponent doesn't block, we can... Raven Evil. Yeah, they kind of have to block. Oh, opponent. You needed to read the cards. Good games, Momo. I was scared of you for a while, but you kind of ran out of gas. If we can work with this one. That is an Arboreal Grazer. Pickaxe, we destroy. We kill Tiff, I mean. They make a sacrifice, pick your poison. Really mean opponent. They trade for Captain Henry. And now we will try to thirst Tifa. All sort of shit. If we discard the Bolt, we guarantee we hit a land, but if we discard something else, like the Pursuit, we get a treasure for the Bolt. Okay, so damage, discard. He had Primeval Titan. And they concede. GG's. Yuna, Hope, Ospira. And this hand might actually be one of the best hands we've ever had. Maybe not, if they can play the Kami. So I guess we'll see. Binding of the Titans. And they will have a Sphere of Safety, so all in all, things are looking bad for us. Let's discard you and you. Ooh, no lands is kind of bad. So we play Juri, attack with Magda, get Magda back with Alicia. Knight and Tudor for opponent. Elspeth conquers death. So I guess they play it here. Kill Alicia. Let's play the freebooter and step it on. And our opponent might choose to bring back Sphere of Safety. Oh, they play Summon Fenrir instead of Yuna. And the Iceberg Yuri or Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Okay, wise choice. Device Kalos Inspector to kill Fenrir. But I think first we copy it. Yeah, we sacrifice the copy. They can get Elspeth Conquers Death back to Exile Reflection. What do we do here? We attack with Juri, that's what. Yeah, they block with the Kami, and during their turn we're gonna block with the Construct, sacrifice it to the Anvil. That way they don't gain life, even though they might bring something back that's good for them. And we will just need a way to sacrifice Juri, but we should be able to get it. Oh, it also has trample, so never mind all of that. Next Bloom Ancient. It's Sun Champion. They attack with Yuna, we take the trade. Spectacle of Destruction. We just need one good draw and we might be okay. Yeah, opponent has a lot of draws and a lot of mana. Enchantress Presence or even Calyx. Presence for card draw. Okay, GG's. They had removal for Juri, so we were just a little too slow to beat them. With this Calyx, they send Juri into wherever artifact they want, enchantment, and then they just kill us fast. GG's. Yoba Benthic Druid. If we find a sacrifice outlet, this hand is going places. I guess they have Veil of Summer? Oh, no, they just got a basic for reasons. Come on, sack outlet. Crucible of Worlds. I guess it's okay if we exile it. Rebirth. And does opponent have two lands here? Yep, they do. I think they might even have a third one. But we'll never know. You play Dragavan, and then we sacrifice the rat. Make a glue. Read class from opponent, reverse rebuke. So let's play Fable, Juri. Yeah, we're in deep trouble here. Now they are gaining life, drawing up to 3 cards each turn. And then pay the one. Maybe not yet. Let's wait. Yeah, we need to go seriously, or we are going to lose. Okay, yep, GG's. Reverse rebuke. Shrines, shrines, shrines. No, this isn't it. This might be closer, but we'll find out. We only need one of these two guys. Ok, Tamillo, ok. Yeah, that's not good. Pro fellows. Is that endurance? Once upon a time. Okay, that makes more sense. Forest Grazer. With Harvester, we can kill Rufelos. First, we play Juri, sacrifice the Harvester. Target you. And now we can make hook x equals 2. Alley of Devastation. Ramona Excavator. Nisa, Corsair of Crofix. So, are we willing to sacrifice Rofelos? I guess that makes it a little easier. And since we have the command, we send it to the graveyard. Yeah, this isn't going to matter too much. Now we have 2 airships. I think we will do okay. We might just win soon. Never mind, I take it all back. Well, maybe not all back. So we need to sacrifice 4 things here. 1, 2. Let's wait on this one. First, what's first? The 1 sacrifice, 2 sacrifice. We just needed to be patient with this airship. And here we will take even more damage from the sire. Oop, never mind. Blockers. Okay, yeah, we were gonna block here, take all of this damage. I guess they can kill 4. It was okay. We were not winning yet, but Bonnie didn't want to stick around. GG's. So that's gonna be it for today. And so that's gonna be it for today. And in the end, I made some substantial changes. I added a couple of other bargain cards so that we can sacrifice everything we want back for seconds to reanimate something and get a creature from our graveyard to our hand, Visage the Mirror, so we can tutor pretty much anything from our deck, including now the One Ring and Shieldred, which we have. I took out Geeks as well as Elegy Acolyte. These are better, I think, for card draw, but we also are now running Unearth as well as Claim to Fame, so that we can reanimate Juri if we need to. Well, so we can sacrifice it and reanimate it multiple times over. So hopefully that helps with some matches. I also played now Opposition Agent and Doughty Voidwalker, just because sometimes you run into your... Well, I didn't run that many reanimators, but we did run into the landfall decks, as we saw in the video, so hopefully those helps. And I will definitely keep playing this one. But for now, thank you for watching. I'm MTG Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.